started, you kind of heard a little bit about what we do down on Union Street, but do you know what we do, what really happens down there? I know you see the students and our graduates everywhere all over town, but do you know the day-to-day and week-to-week work that we do and what we teach there? It's adulting. At least that's what the kids are calling it these days. And since math teachers are experts at math and English teachers are experts at English, that makes me an expert in being an adult. Just don't look at my car. So you don't have to be an expert on the subject to agree that being an adult is hard. Bills, laundry, work, deciding what to eat every day. You have responsibilities and responsibilities, and you do the best you can all week long, every week. Some weeks your best is great. Some weeks your best is just fine. And some weeks, man, your best is just barely hanging on at the end of the week. But no matter what kind of week you had, what mistakes you made, and what unfinished projects still beckon, you take a break and you give yourself a reward. For many Transition Academy students, adulting often means different things than it does to us. And because of that, I teach them to say no, to take care of their needs, to take responsibility for, no, to demand a say in their lives. We do this because these young adults who I admire so much face a world that questions their capacity to achieve the same adulthood that we all experience. In our efforts to support and protect our young adults, we need to be reminded that there is dignity in risk, in failing, in making mistakes, and trying again. Transition is the final bookend of the education that began in preschool with a teacher showing them how to be citizens of a school. I, with my SEAL Team 6 of job coaches, show them how to be citizens of Westerly. And I think this is a good time for us to give some applause to the paraprofessionals and job coaches, because I think one of my worst nightmares is they don't show up. People in Westerly take care of each other because this is a place where people stay, where they build community and grow together. They grow when things are messy and when things are hard, and when things are awesome, which brings me to my favorite tradition at Westerly High School, because it's a perfect example. It's when the band goes through the hallway before the rally, because it's my favorite thing. Sarah, Harry, I don't know where you are, but you know this. I love it. I don't know why it happens, and my students mostly love it, but we're all in it together. And it's the best kind of inclusion. It's this, and it's all those little things that happen in your schools and your communities that community is built on. This is our students' home because you have shared the learning, the memories, events, and soupy making that makes Westerly Westerly. This is the place where they live. This is the place where they will choose, grow, make mistakes, make friends, work, pay taxes, vote, love, and grieve. The last one, grief, that is a lesson we worked on this year. When my longtime parent friend, John Matthews, died. Because John was fun and funny and reliable and kind and handy as any person could be, and honestly, sometimes maddening. It was such a loss, and there was so much grief. And guiding students through losing their favorite person was the hardest thing I ever had to do. That was a bad week. And I'm sorry, but when I think about that bad week, I think about John in the hospital before we knew it was going to happen. Oh, there we go. Of course, I hit the button that makes the thing go up, right? I thought about John in the hospital before. He was so worried about unified basketball, and I promised him, I said, I will take care of it. I got this, John. I got it until you get back. Don't worry. And when it became clear that he wasn't coming back, I looked at Frank, and I said, what did I get myself into, Frank? And he came through, and so did Casey. And we had a season this year that came together as well as John could ever ask for. And we went to state and won it. Our team had every reason to be the proudest they'd ever been. We learned about triumph. That was a good week. And every single week, my students and I do our best. And maybe it was good enough that week, and maybe it was excellent that week. But at the end of the week, we take our break. We give ourselves our reward. Maybe we cry, maybe we laugh, maybe we just eat pizza. Because that's what you do as an adult. You do the best you can, as long as you can, and then you take a break. The break at the end of that hour or week, that's your reward for your best, no matter what kind of best it was. And that is the truth for all of you adults. For you, for me, for my students, that's adulting. And you kind of have to believe me because I'm the expert in it. Thank you this is such a crazy honor. Thank you so much. That's it.